So you want to move to Taiwan. This video will probably work for other places too, like other countries, but I think that's a great idea. But where do you want to move? Let's start by asking one question. What are your goals? Do you plan to stay in Taiwan or wherever you're moving for a long time? Or are you only interested in a short-term stay for maybe 1-2 years? This will be a good question to ask yourself when thinking about where you will move in Taiwan or elsewhere. Today I'm going to focus specifically on Taiwan because that's where I live. Let's say this quickly. If you plan on staying for just a year or two, move wherever you want. Enjoy yourself, relax, have fun living the life or whatever you will be doing here in Taiwan. But if you are not sure, you might want to plan accordingly. Many people move to Taiwan with the intent of only staying for a little bit of time, working temporary jobs or teaching English. I was one of them. 1 year here, then maybe go back. But COVID-19. Whoa! I'm an English teacher. I teach children and I love my job. I have a lot of fun doing what I do. But moving on to my second year, do I regret moving to Taichung? Well, yes and no. Moving is a hard thing. I moved with my girlfriend and our 2 cats. When we moved to Taiwan, we didn't originally intend to stay a long time. Yet, after a year of teaching, I find myself in a, strange predicament. I think that teaching children English is both rewarding and challenging. Yet, I could go anywhere in Taiwan and teach during my second year. But can I really? As humans, we develop bonds with people, and students are no exception. I have grown to love seeing my students succeed, and I take a lot of pride in seeing them grow in their English abilities. Yet, thinking about moving anywhere else in Taiwan seems impossible. The thought of leaving my students and starting life in a new city and a new school is hard. I know when I was a student, I hated when my favorite teachers would leave my school. And to anyone moving to Taiwan, you might become one of your students' favorite teachers, and that is hard to think about when leaving Taiwan or the school that you're in. Your life will consist of 3 major key aspects when moving abroad: work life, home life, and whatever you do in those times between. I want to focus on what Taiwan, specifically where I live, has to offer for what you will do in your free time. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. Are you tired of being hot all the time? Well, now check out this. From the makers of Tommy's Toilet Plungers comes Fitzwho fans. With our state-of-the-art fan technology, you can stay cool in the hottest of places. And with 3 different settings, mediocre, good, and well, you can control just how cool you stay. Just check out what our customer has to say.
Yeah, I bought this fan a while ago and it's already broken a couple times. I just usually put it back together.
But check out just how powerful it is. Just how powerful is it? Whoa! So act now to get your very own Fitzwho fan for the very low price of $39.99. Supplies are limited, so act now. Fitzwho fans are known to cause cancer, diarrhea, gout, and chronic inflammation of the lungs. If you have any known illnesses, please consult your doctor before using Fitzwho fans. Fitzwho fans, get blown! Taiwan has a plethora of things to do. From outdoor activities, going kayaking and or mountain climbing, to shopping and restaurants, you could kind of say that Taiwan has it all. But each part of Taiwan is very unique in its own right. Today, let's focus on 5 major areas of Taiwan, being Taipei, Taichung, Gao Xiang, the east coast of Taiwan, and Taiwan's very beautiful islands. I realize that the east coast is kind of vague. This stretches from Keelung at the furthermost northern point of Taiwan all the way down to Kenting at the southern tip. This stretch of land holds amazing cities like Hualien, Yilan, Keelung, Taidong, and it has expansive mountain ranges and rice paddies that are very close to the ocean. So you get to see a lot of cool things that you don't get to see in Western countries. In fact, most areas in the east coast of Taiwan are rather close to both the mountains and the ocean. This is a beautiful area of Taiwan if you just want to get away from the hustle and bustle of large cities. Next, let's talk about the Islands of Taiwan. I don't know anything actually about the islands around Taiwan. Tehran? Okay. But I would like to know more about them. If you are interested in learning more about smaller island life in Taiwan, check out a friend of mine's channel. She lives on Jinmen Island, just off the coast of China, in Taiwan, and she explores and shows off Jinmen Island. So that might be good for you to check out too. I'll put her link right up here. Let's move on to Taipei. Taipei is the hub of Taiwan. Everything is here. This is the first place you will probably be, and the first place that you probably think of when you think of Taiwan. Taiwan has an expansive MRT system, and it is super easy to get around in. There are restaurants galore, and as expats, you will probably have more Western food choices here than anywhere else on the island. It also has a great nightlife in comparison to other parts of Taiwan. But it is more expensive, and Taipei gets a lot of rain. So these might be some things that you want to factor in when thinking about where you're going to be moving. Taichung. Taichung is where I live, and Taichung is kind of like the California of Taiwan, at least weather-wise. Taichung has a lot to offer. Taichung is surrounded by expansive mountain ranges and is about a 30 to 45-minute drive to the ocean. Taichung has tons of markets and shopping malls, and it is kind of an eclectic area that has beautiful art galleries, buildings, and decorations everywhere. Some of the best food I've personally had in Taiwan was in Taichung too, but now that I think about it, that might be because I live here and have had time to explore. But Taichung does close down kind of early. There are some things to do, but if you are looking for nightlife outside of bars and clubs, I haven't actually found much to do other than coffee shops. So if you're like me at all, don't expect to stay up past midnight unless you are out for, like a night on the town or something like that. The last city is Gao Xiang, that I'm going to talk about today at least. I have been here twice now. I actually did a video where I just kind of explored Gao Xiang 2 weeks ago. And in the comment section, people gave me some really good ideas for where to go next. Gao Xiang is a beautiful city. The city is kind of a coastal, it's a really coastal, I don't know why I said kind of. And it is what you might expect of a coastal town. There is a ton of stuff to do, and just like the other areas of Taiwan, there are night markets, shopping malls, restaurants, and more. Gao Xiang is also very close to the ocean, and with areas like Xijin, they can't be beat for their beautiful beaches. This isn't to say that there aren't beautiful beaches elsewhere in Taiwan. Gao Xiang just has a California living kind of feel, but without the weather. Gao Xiang is hot. This city can be hot during the summer, and while it is easy to just stay indoors, you aren't really moving to Taiwan to stay indoors. You want to explore. You're moving here to explore. So these are a few things to think about when thinking of where you're going to live in Taiwan. Remember, if you are moving, you may stay longer than you expect, and it isn't always as easy to move to another new area. So plan for what you want accordingly, when moving abroad at least. Taiwan is a beautiful country, and I really cannot hit everything in a short video like this, but I suggest you go check out my video on Gao Xiang, or maybe other YouTubers who live in other areas of Taiwan to see maybe what life is like in their areas. So that's all I had for you guys today. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye!